Oh boy, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios might have won the battle against Sony to plan out what Spider-Man 4 is actually going to be about. We knew that they were arguing and that Sony wants it to be this big multiverse movie again, and Kevin Feige and Tom Holland wanted it to be street level, maybe incorporate Daredevil and Kingpin. And it looks like Mr. Feige might have just got a major W because apparently Kevin Feige and Sony came to an agreement and met in the middle about the story of Spider-Man 4 and its release date. Now, this makes me so happy to hear because if they went one route or the other, I think, that relationship would be damaged even more than it already is. So I'm glad to see them compromising, making an agreement like this. And we also heard some reports about a week ago that were saying that this movie was going to be street level but multiversal, and I had an idea that maybe Peter Parker is working for Kang Industries, which the CEO would be a variant of Kang, Mr. Griffin. But then the actual movie itself would be a street-level film with Daredevil and Kingpin, and it looks like that might just be happening. So it says here, the events of the Disney Plus series Daredevil Born Again is going to lead directly into Spider-Man 4, with Kingpin being the villain of street-level heroes, and he's most likely going to be the main villain in Spider-Man 4, which I think is awesome. I really want to see Vincent D'Onofrio's Kingpin face off against Tom Holland's Peter Parker alongside Daredevil. It says the script is currently in the works. Marvel Studios is also looking for a new director to helm the project instead of Jon Watts. Now, that is the very important part here. We had reports a couple of weeks ago that were saying that if Marvel gets a new director for Spider-Man 4, they basically won the battle where they can, dictate what the majority of Spider-Man 4 is going to be. So, meaning, if this is all true, that Spider-Man 4 is going to be very street level. And it says Drew Goddard is their favorite to direct the film, so we don't really know if he's going to accept the offer or not, or even if there is an offer. But I think he's a decent choice. He directed World War Z and also the Martian movie with Matt Damon, which I really love. And I just think the Spider-Man franchise needs some freshness injected into it, Like, Jon Watts is great. He delivered 3 good Spider-Man movies, one great one, which was No Way Home. But it's nice to just change it up, get a new visual flair, get a new flavor for Spider-Man. And please, for the love of God, give him some good swinging scenes like Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire had, because, man, the MCU, I don't think he's really ever had a good swinging scene that was even on par with Andrew and Tobey. But yeah, this is super exciting, a street-level Spidey film in the MCU. That is going to be awesome, against Kingpin with Daredevil as a team-up, and then a new director, so it's going to feel really fresh. But then also connect to the multiverse, like maybe the other Spider-Mans pop up at the end. I don't know, because that's obviously what Sony wants. I just don't know how it's going to fit into this story. Maybe Kingpin is working with Mr. Griffin, and Kingpin finds out about the multiverse and the Kangs and all that. I don't know. But this right here, this sounds awesome. Now, obviously, take it with a grain of salt because it is just a leak on Twitter. It's from Holyfield News. They're pretty accurate so far, but like I said, don't believe it until Marvel Studios themselves tell you. And please, Sony and Marvel, name Tom Holland's Spider-Man the Spectacular Spider-Man. Let me know what you guys think about this news down below.